In the fall solstice, and especially around October 31st and November 1st, and you will see that the Druids of the north used to celebrate on October 31st, the evening, they would celebrate Samhain, the Lord of the Dead, wal-iyadhu billah. And they believed that souls of the dead people who lived the year before would come to the surface and would haunt the people on earth. If somebody died, if you killed somebody, or you owed that person money, he's coming back that night to get it from you. And so they used to cover their face with masks, so you couldn't tell who they were. That was the evening of Samhain. But the following day was a ceremony that was not a negative one. That was a Thanksgiving ceremony. It was like a Thanksgiving type ceremony. But the Christian church, up until the 17th century and further, they banned this practice. They said this is devil worship, and we want nothing to do with it. But with the world now going through its changes in the 20th century, it came back. And so they said, instead of Samhain, we will call November 1st All Saints' Day. And the evening before, or we call All Hallows' Day, and the evening before was All Hallows' Evening, that we now say Halloween. All Hallows' Evening. And so they would come out, and it is the Eid of the satanic worshippers. Well, iyadhu billah. This is their Eid. And so a Muslim should have nothing to do with this. When it comes to the devil, there is no compromise. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes the shaitan, innahu lakum aduwwun mubin. He is an open enemy to you. So there's no compromise. But we're here in this land, and then the Thanksgiving, and people get confused about this, and what should I do? And they get weak. And now in Toronto, I won't say which organization did it, but somebody had a ceremony this year. They said Halalween. They didn't call it Halloween. They said Halalween. How can you have Halalween? It's like you take a pig and say Bismillah Allahu Akbar. You can't make it halal. The pig is najis ayn. The pig himself is haram. So you can do your dhabiha, shar'iyah on it. It's not going to change the pig. So you cannot change an evil time and try to make Halalween. What we need to do is have an alternative. If you want to have an alternative, gather the youth together, take your children, give them a story of the Prophet ﷺ, Qisas al-Anbiya, show them something. Let them enjoy themselves and not think about this. But don't use the name. Don't get involved in the ceremony itself, because we are being touched by the evil of this occasion. The second point is, the people now, they go out and they trick or treat. This is because in the past 100 years ago, they would put their disguises on and they would come to your house. And if you don't feed them, they'll do something to you. So now they gave him candy or something good. This is a dangerous time. No Muslim child should be involved in trick-or-treat. Why? Number one, the candy and the things that are being given, you don't know if it's halal. Number two, we cannot teach our children to be beggars. The Prophet ﷺ said, Al-yad al-uliya khayrun min al-yad al-sufla. He said the upper hand is better than the lower hand. We cannot train our children to be beggars. And number three, there are some wicked, perverted people who are moving around in disguise during this time, and there are satanic rituals, kidnappings, all type of things that are going on during this time. So there is no compromise.